Off you go. Head first into the underworld to engage in common street crimes. First, as a low-level weed dealer in the Family Dollar parking lot, okay? Up next is chain snatching, then 7-Eleven robberies, payday Walmart employee extortions, then a chance Super 8 Motel Colombian kilo heist that eventually vaults you into your position as a low-level distributor of sub-premium narcotics. Hello, America, FBI and CIA agents and fellow cult members. Welcome to Culture Club USA. I'm Debrava. So you've decided to do it. After much thought, deep mental deliberations, and an abrupt firing from Amazon, you figured it out. You're going to be a rapper. You're going to get off that couch in your grandmother's basement, throw all of the sticky NBA 2K posters into the trash, and make something of your life. Okay, now there are many routes you can take on this journey. So in this case, we'll analyze the current market trends and industry behaviors to better help you reach your ultimate goal, which is elevating the generational wealth of golf-addicted, elderly, sunburned, liberal, male, Caucasian entertainment executives, while simultaneously breeding ignorance, destruction, moral decay, and death into your intended audience, young, Black, American males. Now that's what you call a dual threat. Wow. So, put down that optimized aftermarket PlayStation controller and the backwoods honeyberry-flavored blunt, and let's get to work. All right, so the first obstacle most of you out there are going to encounter is raising capital. And as a street-based rapper, assuming that is what you're going for, the industry is going to expect you to finance your own career until you're a proven, viable commodity. And then, and only then, will you be eligible to sign that ironclad record contract that gives them a lifetime of ownership and control over your name, image, likeness, and art. But let's not get off track here. Okay, beat leasing, studio time, music videos, and even that out-of-shape video vixen that you discovered in a chance late-night encounter in a White Castle parking lot cost money, okay? That Dominican BBL is not going to pay for itself. So, being that your financial options are extremely narrow, on top of the fact that you can only drive your girlfriend's Altima when her son needs a ride home from school, you've come to the right place. And luckily, as a student of hip-hop, I have the answers. Okay, so since the record company isn't going to invest until you get a buzz, and your unemployment can only afford a limited amount of studio time, you're probably going to choose the path that so many that have come before you have taken: the streets. Now, I personally would advise against this, okay? But don't feel bad, because this is exactly what the record company wants. They've made billions in the hip-hop industry using this same formula, okay? You grinding it out on the streets builds character and can authenticate your street credibility, which will ultimately help the record company sell your brand to the masses. Trust me, they're all for this, okay? Now, you could join a gang and tap into their resources and network, but after what happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine, I'd advise against it. But to show strength, you really should at least tap into your local friend group of Madden Kings and NBA 2K Wizards to make some of the rounds with you, you know. So, off you go. Head first into the underworld to engage in common street crimes. First, as a low-level weed dealer in the Family Dollar parking lot, okay? Up next is chain snatching, then 7-Eleven robberies, payday Walmart employee extortions, then a chance Super 8 Motel Colombian kilo heist that eventually vaults you into your position as a low-level distributor of sub-premium narcotics. All right? Now, all of this will methodically build the cash flow you need to get your career started. All right? You see, record companies love this because if you can somehow avoid getting killed, killing someone, or racking up charges that will eventually lead to a RICO case, the stories you'll live to tell in your songs will be the real deal. No fake gangster posturing needed. Okay? You sold the crack, you busted your gun, and you didn't snitch. You're a real OG, street certified. You see, record companies hate when they have to deploy their PR teams to clean up the backstory of a fake gangster poser. Okay? So now it's time to start spending some of those cash reserves you've built up from your street dealings. And this includes studio time, black market Spotify streams, and paying local promoters to be the 7th opening act on some washed up rapper's revival tour. And more importantly, presenting yourself in the community as a successful upcoming rapper. This includes a down payment on a late model Dodge Charger. I mean, usually co-signed by a relative or, some local college girl with good credit that wants to be down. Okay, then comes vehicle customization, all right, like 20-inch rims, a candy paint job, tints, all right, custom seat covers with your name inscribed, 2 low-hanging Christmas tree car air fresheners, and of course, a stash box, just in case you need to get busy. Your kit will be complete with a white gold dip diamond cut chain with your company logo medallion, a 20-box variety assortment of the latest and greatest retro Jordans, Balenciaga flip-flops, of course, and a ridiculously overpriced Supreme keychain. Great. Now it's 8 months later, and you're a couple of mixtapes in, You've gained a bit of street credibility. You survived a shootout, a few near stabbings, a bullet grazed to the temple, and some petty assault charge, okay? Then a breakthrough happens. That $700 music video with you waving your uncle's loaded service revolver in the air while your new clout-chasing girlfriend twerks on a Burger King drink dispenser has gone viral on YouTube. Good job. You are now ready for the big time. What's the big time, you say? Well, that corny white dude, Steve, from the record label, now wants to sign you to a 5-album, 360 record contract. And they also want to take that viral YouTube video that you are seeing a nice return on and take a cut of the proceeds. That's right. The record company wants to sign you to a recording contract. And get this, they don't want to change a thing. Nope. Just keep doing what you're doing. They want you to keep shooting music videos in your neighborhood to prove you haven't changed, while continuing beefs with the same crosstown rivals that tried to kill you weeks earlier. And you can do it all on Instagram Live with no help from the label. Wow. You didn't even have to go to their fancy office in Santa Monica. Steve came to you. He came to the hood. Steve is real. So, you signed the contract because your manager, Dre the Madden King, looked it over and saw the $250,000 advance and said, "It looks great. Welcome to the game. You have now come up, and by the year's end, you'll generate millions for the record label and even contribute to building a new guest house at their chairman's summer home. All while they tell you that you're now in debt to them. Did they make you famous? No. Did they finance your music videos? No. But do they own everything? Yes. Are you going to go after Steve like your rivals in the neighborhood? Of course not. This concludes Hip Hop 101, The Come Up. Stay tuned for 102. I'm Debrava. See you next time.